All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Says you too, is Pastor Dow. It's obvious that we have economic uncertainty here in this country. And I'm over here just now listening to, Dr. Lee Warren make a quote from Henry Ford. I believe it actually came from him, and it still rings true still till today. Dr. Warren had quoted Henry Ford, and he said, if the people understood the banking and the monetary system in this country, now notice, key word, if they understood, he said there will be a revolution by tomorrow morning. Now, mind you, that was the great deception way back then. What do you think is going on now? Think for a minute, America, think. It used to be a time that the dollar was as good as gold. Is it now? You can't even get hardly gold for it. Now think about this for a second. In ancient Rome, when the society and the nation as a whole was declining, and because the monetary system was all jacked up, they started devaluing their currency. And of course, many nations started mixing metals into the intrinsic metals or the tangible metals. And you look at our monetary system today. Today we have paper that is not backed up by anything. It's in our pockets. And the only reason why it's called money today is because it's an accepted medium of exchange. But the bottom line is, it's paper. And you have all this paper chasing all this debt for so-called goods and service. The bag of chips are a quarter of what they used to be. Everything is smaller in quantity, but yet we're still paying the same prices. We're in an economic depression. You can call it inflation, call it whatever you want to. We are in an economic depression. And now instead of going around like pre-1964, people actually having silver in their pockets, we have ironclad slugs or zinc that's in our pockets now. And again, it's money. You think about that for a second. We are actually carrying nothing in our pockets of value whatsoever at all. You look at the book entries that are made in bank and stuff, it's all numbers and stuff. And so they can pretty much create debt till infinity, which is what they're doing. And just yesterday, I sit there and saw that here we are again, up against another government shutdown if they don't do something about bringing some type of stimulus or printing more money, basically, to prevent it. I said it want to say it 1,000 times. This government has no stomach whatsoever at all to balance the budget. It would never happen. Mark my words. This year, the year after that, the year after that, 5 years after that, a decade, a couple of decades after that, you're going to continually watch the American debt ceiling rise. You know that Obama didn't have no clue whatsoever at all, nor was he ever even thinking about trying to balance the budget, because to balance the budget means you have to first start by cutting all this damn military spending that we're using over here to kill innocent civilians and calling it collateral damage and calling it a necessary evil. We live by the bomb, and you better believe it, damn it, America's going to die by it, and I promise you that. There's a law of sowing and reaping. And America, we're not going to get away with living this little plush lifestyle because we live across the pond. The powers that be are already making moves, and they already have sales in this country waiting for the right opportune time to start destroying these cities, because that's where the majority of the population people at. And let me tell y'all folks something. You people that love going to these football games and these basketball and hockey arenas and everything else, you're going to be some of the first ones that's hit, because if you're going to make a terrorist attack on someone, they're going to hit those things where there's a lot of individuals, just like cities. That's why cities are a great danger. They're not going to set up and make a terrorist attack on a township, a parish, or some little small county that has a population of 5,000. That's not making no impact. And now they're putting it in the movies. Everything that they're planning on doing, it's all in the movies. Let me tell you something. You got one or two ways to go with this. Number one, I would suggest that you start repenting, turning from wicked ways, and get away from a lot of these philosophies today that are deceiving you as a people. But hey, if you don't, go ahead, stay asleep. keep them placebos, you deserve exactly what you get. But it's obvious that we're repeating the same history as ancient Rome. I just got finished eating a Cracker Barrel, and I seen, it's a sad situation. When it walked past, I thought it was a girl. I looked in the face. You looked at the hair, you knew it was a girl. But when you looked in the face, it was a guy because it had a beard. What a mess that we're in this country.